My name is Richard LaRovere. I'm a local artist born and raised in Jersey City, New Jersey, and I specialize in doing pen and ink drawings of mostly of the way Hudson County in general has looked in the past 100 years in an old-fashioned drawing style, and I sell my work as prints. I've also done a whole series of drawings on the trip I took to Cuba back in 2014, all the different beautiful buildings that exist there, and the fact that Havana, Cuba is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and there's major restoration going on of old Havana. When I visited Cuba, of course, I was a tourist, and I got a chance to walk around and check out some of the stores. What really stood out to me the most was the fact that if you went into a store to get something, there was practically nothing there to buy. The shelves looked empty, and it seemed like a lot of people were basically, they were looking for money. Some of them were living in the streets. I did notice that there were people who were homeless living in buildings right across from the Capitol building that was under renovation and was closed to the public at the time. When I was in Cuba, I noticed that there is an attempt, and I assume there continues to be an attempt, to preserve their beautiful buildings. Havana, Cuba was called the Paris of the Caribbean. So they have all these different beautiful classical buildings, which again, like I mentioned earlier, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So they're actually very carefully preserving all these stone buildings that are built in granite and stone, including some of the monuments, all of which were built over 100 years ago, 130 plus years ago. And that was my emphasis when I went there, and to enjoy seeing that, and the fact that that's being saved and preserved and restored. It's a reflection of our culture and a reflection of our legacy that we preserve history and preserve the best of what was part of our past. I'd like to feel that my work is a collaboration with other visual artists, as well as other artists who are dancers, poets, playwrights, because we're all in this together. We're all trying to create awareness of our culture, of the human spirit, and part of doing that, at least in my case, is I like to get people to look at their surroundings. By extension, my obsession has been drawing buildings. I always loved architecture, especially old architecture. And we live in a world where old architecture is neglected. And not only are the structures neglected, but also its vocabulary. I don't want to see that happen. I like to see it, if anything, maybe revived, or at least acknowledged. And again, by extension, Cuba's architectural legacy, I'd like to see that revived and extended as well. So my goal, for what it's worth, is to do that through my drawings.